We have details of these and more in the next 60 minutes. Stay with us.
And we are starting from some unfortunate news coming in a few minutes ago having to do with the ongoing war in the Middle East. Now, you'd recall that the United States and Israel are fighting Iran, and Israel is also fighting other neighboring countries, including Lebanon. And Ghana, which is a troop contributing country, has a unit in Lebanon. And information we have gathered a few minutes ago indicates that the Ghanaian unit in Lebanon has been hit by a missile, and this is a statement coming in from the Ghana Armed Forces, and I'm reading it verbatim. It is signed by Veronica Ajo-Ahin, captain of the Ghana Navy. She is the acting director general of public affairs, and it says Ghana battalion position in southern Lebanon comes under missile attack. The Ghana Armed Forces wishes to inform the general public that as a fallout of the current ongoing IDF and Hezbollah exchange in southern Lebanon, the Ghanaian battalion headquarters in United Nations Interim Force, UNIFIL, Lebanon, came under two missile attacks between 5:45 and 5:52 hours local time today. Two soldiers are critically injured, while one other has been traumatized. Additionally, the officers' mess facility also got hit and has been burnt down completely. The injured are receiving treatment at the level 1 medical bunker and are currently stable, while arrangements are underway for their evacuation to the UNIFIL headquarters referral hospital. The Ghana Armed Forces assures the general public to remain calm amidst the fragile situation as troops are currently safe in underground bunkers. Meanwhile, the government of Ghana, through the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, has protested the unfortunate incident at the United Nations headquarters in New York and urged the parties involved in the conflict in UNIFIL to be mindful of their responsibilities regarding the safety of all peacekeepers in the theater. So that's the statement coming in from the Ghana Armed Forces. And just by way of a recap, it says that two Ghanaians are critically injured after their office, or where they were in the southern part of Lebanon, came under attack. Two missiles hit their specific position. Two of them are critically injured. One, we are told, is traumatized. Additionally, the officers' mess facility also got hit and has been burnt down completely. So this is actually slightly different from the war between U.S., Israel, and Iran, which has actually now got the entire Gulf region involved in the fight. But for the Israelis, that's the Israeli Defense Forces attack against Hezbollah in Lebanon, that particular attack has affected the Ghanaian unit based in UNIFIL. Let's now speak to Dr. Victor Doka, who is a security consultant. He's joined us for a quick chat on this. Doc, good evening. Thank you for your time, and happy Independence Day to you as well.
Happy Independence Day to you too, Martin.
Yes, it's an Independence Day here, but it looks as though men and women in uniform far away in Lebanon are under attack. What do you make of this news coming in that two of them have been critically injured, one is traumatized, although the situation currently is somewhat safe?
Thank you very much. I think this is very unfortunate to the extent that you're having the spiral effects of a conflict that is ongoing currently, and then other armed groups have also now been roped in to the extent that in trying to ward off that armed group, peacekeepers, are into this unfortunate incident. You must trust that they were also celebrating the Independence Day over there, at Lebanon, which has attracted this unfortunate incident. But however, I think this calls for the Ghana government through the Ministry of Foreign Affairs to now make a formal complaint, as already has stated in the statement, to the United Nations, and as far as escalated to the UNSC. Now, that doesn't stop there, but I think we should get the General Secretary, the UN General Secretary, to make a formal statement condemning this particular attack. Now, you can have a situation where you're fighting elements such as these, but then the location for peacekeepers is known widely, So then you have to be sure that you even give prior information for the peacekeepers to what? Take shelter or evacuate the area before you bombard whoever you want to bombard. But this is very unfortunate. So this, if not taken care, is an international cafe between us and then the other country involved. But I think once we have international organizations that would take up our issue, we have to go through them, and hence the UN, the UNSC, and then even go as far as petition the United Nations Secretary General.
What can, so we know that Ghana as a troop contributing country has first of all condemned the ongoing situation in the Middle East, but what can Ghana do in the interim now that our soldiers have come under attack? How can we use the United Nations, which we are a member of, to try and draw attention to this particular situation?
I think we have to just salvage the situation. What are the emergency mechanisms as our troops have been attacked? Is there any other safe haven, first of all? And then I will look at how continuation of the mission, because it's very essential. We are serving humanitarian-wise through the United Nations, so we cannot opt out, or this should not be an avenue to opt out. It won't be. There will be, dialogue with regards to the multi-stakeholders that are involved, the UN, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and then other parties involved. So I think that will be what is going to happen now. For us, I think the minister would have to now engage as far as go to the UN headquarters and make a formal complaint for us, for our troops to be given that level of safety in executing their mandate. Other than that, then it means that we have no option than to bring our troops back for preservation of their lives.
Well, Doc, thank you for your time. This is very fresh and it's unfolding. It's just breaking a few minutes now. So we'll just let it sink in while we await to see what the state authorities will say. Thank you so much, Dr. Victor Doke. He's a security analyst.
And still staying with issues of security, the Ghana Police Service has withdrawn the IGP's Special Operations Team from the Northern region after completing a major security operation aimed at tackling violent crime. The team, which had been stationed in Tamale since November last year, recorded several arrests and prosecutions during its deployment.
What can do? What can do?
Following a directive from the Inspector General of Police, Christian Teteyohuno, the IGP Special Operations Team ended its assignment in the Northern region and returned to the police headquarters in Accra for reassignment. The team was deployed to the Northern region on November 29, 2025, after lecturers, civil society organizations and other groups raised concerns over rising criminal activities, including armed robbery, kidnapping, rape, drug trafficking and illegal possession of firearms. Led by DSP Bawa Abdul Jalil with ASP Samuel Mustafa Benzio as second in command, the team operated from its base in Tamale and extended operations to several districts including Yendi, Savlugu, Bimbila, Karaga, Tolon and Kumbungu. Through intelligence-led operations, targeted patrols and coordinated law enforcement activities, the team arrested numerous suspects involved in crimes such as kidnapping, murder, drug trafficking, illegal possession of firearms, and stealing. Several of the suspects were successfully prosecuted with the support of the Regional Criminal Investigations Team. In total, 932,800 cedis in fines were paid following successful prosecutions, while a number of convicts received custodial sentences ranging from 3 to 15 years.
As we are disembarking, I will indulge and encourage that we keep this morale back to wherever we are going to be redeployed to. That the whole of Ghana will feel the presence of this team.
Addressing officers during the final parade on March 6 before the team's departure from Tamale, DSP Bawa Abdul Jalil commended the officers for their discipline and professionalism throughout the mission.
When we came, we identified some hotspots, areas that was no go, areas you could see open commission of crime. Eventually, we were able to bring stability to make sure that everybody can operate devoid of any fear or intimidation. Our duty here has been so significant in the sense that we were able to make sure that we arrested all those who were our targets and put them before court with evidence. Anywhere we go, we don't maintain there. We obviously operate and subsequently we leave as a special operation team. Yes. I think eventually our stay in the northern region has finally come to a rotation, and we are moving back to base in headquarters to be able to be deployed to another areas to go and make Ghana proud and continue to make the Ghana police proud.
He expressed gratitude to residents, traditional leaders and civil society organizations for their cooperation during the operations. Residents say the presence of the team helped restore confidence in security within many communities that had previously been affected by crime. Although many expressed appreciation for the improvement in security, some also wished the team had stayed longer.
On to some other stories now, and mother of 26-year-old Liberian citizen Austin Tengi, who was lynched, is calling for justice. Austin Tengi's life was cut short in a shocking act of mob injustice. The Sakumono District Police Command has since arrested 3 suspects in connection with the lynching.
On February 27, 2026, Austin was attacked and beaten to pulp near the Electricity Company of Ghana at Lashibi. What should have been an ordinary visit to a friend's home ended in tragedy. While waiting for his friend, an allegation of harassment spiraled out of control. Shouts of "thief" echoed through the streets. A mob formed, chasing Austin until he was beaten mercilessly and left lifeless. The police arrived and rushed him to the hospital, but he was pronounced dead on arrival. Florence Gebi, the lady who accompanied Austin to his friend's apartment, narrates the incident leading up to his death.
I first got a call from his friend, which is Mike, that told me, oh, Oz is having an issue with somebody downstairs. So when I went to check, the security man insists that he should leave the fence and go outside. So I was talking to the lady and trying to really get the information from her. And her phone rang. She gave the phone to the security guy. And before I could leave from where I was standing talking to the lady to go outside the fence, I didn't see the direction they went to while they were running. But then the girl was sitting on top of the building, and then she heard the security man doing a re. But when I reached there, Oz was already weak.
MacDonald Freeman, Austin's friend, explained how police later discovered a blood-stained cutlass hidden under the security man's bed.
We cannot say his action towards Austin was accident. I think it was premeditated because he said it on the phone with me that I should tell my brother to leave the compound because when he gets here, I won't like what he will do to my brother and he will lash him with cutlass, and that was exactly what he did. But the security called police to come that took him to the Sakumono Community Hospital, and upon arrival, he was pronounced dead. And so within about 5 to 10 minutes, the police came, and also fixed it that he had placed the cutlass under his bed, and he didn't erase any evidence.
Heartbroken by the incident, Austin's guardian, Rufus Kovili, wept, calling for calm and reminding mourners of the bond between Ghana and Liberia.
I put my hand to his chest. His chest was very high. When I lift him up, I started trying to see where he was hurt. I discovered that his skull was bruised up at the back of his head. There was a bruise also to the neck. He was completely dead. This should not be the time for Ghana and Liberia to have any diplomatic issues because of the death of Austin.
Austin's mother, Rebecca Sarr, wept for her only son, demanding justice.
It is hard on me to come and see my son dead body. I want real justice. I want real justice for my son. And I know that will be justice.
Friends and loved ones gathered for a one-week remembrance, honoring a life stolen too soon. Austin's story is now a cry for justice, a painful reminder of the devastating cost of mob violence. The call for justice still echoes as the Ghana police continue their investigation.
A rather unfortunate development there, but let's do other stories and talk about Ghana's independence, because President Mahama has pledged to serve Ghanaians with humility, integrity, and dedication, while calling on citizens to play their part in advancing the nation's development. He made the declaration while addressing the public during Ghana's Independence Day celebrations, marking the country's 69th anniversary at the Jubilee House. Here's a report by Komla Kluche.
Scaled down from its grandeur character in the previous year's Friday's ceremony still radiated the spirit of national pride, patriotism, and unity that had defined the nation's journey since 6 March 1957. Select gathering of invited dignitaries drawn from the diplomatic and business communities, security chiefs, traditional leaders, government officials converged on the seat of government to participate in the celebration, which was on the theme Building Prosperity, Restoring Hope. The ceremony was a departure from the usual grand national parade at the Black Star Square and regional capitals, as was the case in the last 8 years. The event commenced with the arrival of the President, John Mahama, and his spouse, Lodina Mahama, accompanied by the 1940 Beth Mounted Squadron of the Ghana Police Service. Colorfully drawn from the schools were pupils who thronged the streets and waved their flags in welcoming the President. John Mahama, shortly after his entry, inspected the parade before he lit the perpetual flame, a symbol of the country's enduring spirit of independence.
William, the Ghana Air Force Guard,
with a display of culture and march past by the men in uniform from the security services. The President reflected on the progress of the country since independence and outlined his vision for the future. While emphasizing the success of the government's positivity, he affirmed his resolve at forcefully laying before the world leaders the crime committed against Africa.
Today, Ghana is working with partners across Africa and the diaspora to seek historical justice. Later this month, Ghana will submit a motion to the United Nations declaring slavery and the transatlantic slave trade the gravest crime against humanity. This motion will represent the justice and restitution that is long overdue. And Ghana, the first sub-Saharan African nation to gain independence, will once again lead the global call for dignity and restoration.
The President further pledged to provide bold leadership and the clarity of vision that is needed to navigate the turbulent economic wars.
As we approach the milestone of Ghana's 70th anniversary next year, let us reaffirm our national vision.
a vision of a Ghana where no child will go to bed hungry, and a Ghana where education is accessible and empowering, a Ghana where healthcare is affordable and accessible, a Ghana with world-class infrastructure, a Ghana that produces what it consumes, a Ghana where merit and not connections decides opportunity, a Ghana that is digitally connected from Aflao to Hamile, a Ghana that preserves its forests and environment for future generations. This vision is within reach, but it requires our collective efforts.
Komla Kluche, TV3 News, Jubilee House, Accra.
And certainly we are in the independence mode, and clearly 6th March is the day we are celebrating, and the parades that happen on this day are often characterized by school children taking part in a march past. But beyond the swinging of arms and the rhythm of the band, how is the feeling like for pupils marching for the first time? My colleague Christopher Mwako caught up with some pupils in Damongo in the Savannah region marching for the first time at the Independence Day Parade.
It is 7 a.m. here in Damongo, and Ina Yelibora, a Basic 7 pupil of St. Martin's Memorial School, is already preparing for the 69th Independence Day Parade in Damongo. Ina is one of 30 pupils selected by her school to march this year. As she puts on her uniform and adjusts her cap, she cannot help but feel a mix of pride and nerves. She's been practicing for weeks, and finally, the day is here.
Since I joined, I learned that when we are marching, we are not supposed to raise our foot like we are walking, but dig with your heels. And I'm happy to join the Independence Day for the first time, for people to also see me marching and enjoy my culture.
Amidst the vibrant colors and rhythms of Ghana's 69th Independence Day celebration and the cheers from the crowd, Ina, a first-time participant in the prestigious 6th March parade, marched alongside her friends and classmates.
I got up at 5 a.m., then went to bath. I came and prepared, then came to the 6th March.
Like Ina, Shamsia Karim is also marching for the first time.
I am happy because in my life I've never marched before, and this is the first time of marching. When I was selected, I was uncomfortable and also happy. Uncomfortable because I've never took part in a 6th March before.
Their proud teachers and parents could not contain their emotions as they watched them shine.
When she came home and mentioned that she was selected by her school to march this year, she was happy, and we're all happy for her. For a young girl like her being selected from her school, because the school is populated.
So excited because this is our first time, and coming to meet other people in the park is really something very interesting.
For Ina and Shamsia, participating in the 6th March parade is a reminder that the spirit of independence is alive and thriving in the hearts of the nation's youth. Independence Day celebrations in Ghana are marked by march pasts, reflections on development, and debate over the cost and impact of the festivities. While some view the parade as a necessary patriotic event, as Ghana celebrates her 69th independence anniversary, there is a need for citizens to take collective responsibility to build a prosperous nation. Christopher Mwako, TV3 News, Damongo.
Well, the celebration wasn't only for first-timers, but the 69th Independence Anniversary celebrations were also held across municipalities and districts where residents, students, and security services gathered to commemorate the historic day. The news team visited some assemblies to capture the atmosphere of the celebrations.
Our first stop was Lejukuku Klowo Municipality, where a colorful parade by school children, security personnel, and community groups set the tone for the event.
Presiding member, you are welcome. Back for the group photograph.
The team later moved to Ablekuma West, where participants also marched in honor of the nation's independence. At Ablekuma North, the spirit of patriotism was equally on display as students and ununiformed groups thrilled spectators with impressive drills and coordinated displays. Some members of parliament and municipal chief executives who attended the celebration called on citizens to remain united and committed to national development.
Building prosperity, restoring hope, calls on all of us to work together to create a better future for our nation. Prosperity will come when we invest in education, support our youth, strengthen our communities, and promote hard work and integrity in all we do.
Urging all parents to be able to advise their children, and then the PTA, of engaging them, and then to encourage them to be visiting the schools, to engage the children, and then tell them the do's and don'ts.
May this 69th anniversary inspire us all to work harder, act responsibly, and remain united in our quest to build a better Ghana and restore hope for every Ghanaian, irrespective of tribe, religion, political affiliation, and educational background.
The municipal chief executive for the Lankwantana Madina Municipal Assembly, Alhaji Ibrahim Faila, is urging MMDCs across the country to use the 69th Independence Day celebrations as a period to recommit themselves to help President John Dramani Mahama attain his reset agenda.
We should be thinking outside the box, and that is exactly what currently Lankwantana Madina Municipal Assembly is doing.
Standing in Ghana's capital city, Accra, is the Independence Square, an iconic and symbolic center for the country's national identity. For decades, it has remained the central stage for national ceremonies featuring the Independence Day Parade, military functions, cultural events, and social gatherings. Christian Yeli takes us back to history and how it all came about.
This place represents Ghana's struggle for independence from British rule. Built and commissioned by Osajifo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah in 1961, it coincided with the state visit of Queen Elizabeth II to Ghana.
As the Queen was escorted by the President, the Duke walked with Mrs. Fathia Nkrumah, the Egyptian-born lady whom the President married 4 years ago.
Close to it is the 28th February Road, another historic site, as well as Accra's southern coastline. The towering Independence Arch bears that Black Star Square name and signifies unity with the broader African liberation movement. Also, there is a Liberation Day monument with a soldier's statue honoring Ghanaian veterans and those who sacrificed their lives for independence and World War II. Prominent in the square is the Black Star Gate, which bears both the Black Star and Ghana's motto, Freedom and Justice, and AD 1957, which signifies the year of independence and represents Ghana's sovereign power and continental leadership. Ernesto Yabua is leader for Economic Fighters League.
If you take our Black Star, for instance, it was not out of nothing. It came out of the inspiration of people like Marcus Garvey, with Nkrumah drawing that kind of inspiration and then representing it or building it to mean something for us. So beyond the Black Star line is a Black Star Square. It's about time that we do some restitution, beginning with the education curriculum, which has unfortunately glorified colonialism and slavery and downplayed the essence of our independence struggle.
In the past decades, most of Ghana's national independence celebrations have been at the Black Star Square, the grounds which has hosted the swearing-in of presidents and their vice since the return to constitutional rule in 1992. The Black Star Square also hosts other national events, cultural and social gatherings. But for 2 years now, the Independence Day Parade has been held at the Jubilee House, the seat of government. And Nesto Yeboah has a reservation about that.
They may have their own reasons for that. But if we really understand the significance of this space and what it means, connecting to our history, and what it means not just to Ghana but the rest of the world, I can tell you that people travel all the way to Ghana because of the Black Star, because of this space. And so it is untenable for the state to at this point be thinking that way.
Although the national celebrations did not happen there, thousands of Ghanaians and visitors thronged the Black Star Square for a blissful experience. Ibrahim Abanga is a student of Tamale Technical University who rode for days from Tamale to Accra.
The dream is to advocate for national unity, youth empowerment, the prioritization of technical and vocational education and training. I left Tamale on Sunday, that was on the 1st of March, and I got to Accra yesterday around 3 to 4 p.m. That's on the 5th of March.
The flags tell a story, but many would also don Ghanaian jersey in a national pride.
To wait, I'm saying that I am a hunter from the Western region, and I believe we shouldn't downplay our history because we need it to guide us into the future. But from me, TV3 News, Black Star Square.
Well, meeting the Grace Hamwajiman, Ocean News 360, Yem Kobe be a training.
Yeah, best is Allah.
It's time to explore Ghana again. From 19th to 22nd March, join the Ghana Month Expedition. 3 regions, 4 days. Eastern, Ashanti, Central. We kick it off in the Eastern region. Chocolate experiences, fresh farm fruits, Safari Valley lunch with zebras and exotic animals, Bonsu Eco Park for canopy walks and ziplining, and then party at the Rock City Hotel. Ashanti takes over. Bonre Kente Museum, Kumasi Museum, Comfort Noche Source Site, Lake Bosumtri for hiking adventures and sleepover at Rich Condos. Central brings the history at Singmanso, Cape Coast Castle, plus lunch by the coast. Then a Crown Resort vacation, quad biking, horse riding, water adventures. All this for 6,500 Ghana cedis single, 5,000 500 Ghana shared rooms and 10,500 Ghana cedis couple. You're interested, right? Call now 0531 100927 or 0247 120 633. Ghana Month Expedition, 19th to 22nd March. Don't just watch Ghana, experience it.
Come and cut.
Welcome back to News 360 on TV3, the Independence Day edition. Now, Venture Capital Trust Fund has visited some of its portfolio companies to review their performance and track progress. Officials say that the visit goes beyond funding, focusing on accountability, strong management, and also sustainable growth, as these businesses are helping to create jobs and support Ghana's economy.
The Venture Capital Trust Fund was set up by the government of Ghana to help small and medium-sized businesses grow. They provide long-term funding through venture capital partners to companies with strong potential. As part of its monitoring exercise, management first visited ESEF, a local bed manufacturing company, where the team toured the production floor to assess output levels, quality control, and overall expansion since receiving support. Chief Executive Officer for the Venture Capital Trust Fund, Michael Abbey, highlighted on the purpose for the company visit.
Venture Capital Trust Fund, and more particularly so, patient capital, has a huge role to play in ensuring that we build robust businesses, we build sustainable SMEs, who indeed, of course, are the backbone of our economy.
The team further proceeded to Yosap Farms, another portfolio company which operates rice and cassava plantations alongside processing facilities aimed at boosting local food production.
We've invested so far in over 88 businesses, and then we've exited. So when we invest through our funds, we expect that you run well, you grow, you scale, and at an agreed point, we exit, and then you continue on your own sustainably.
One of the company leads shared how influential venture capital trust fund has been in their operations.
A couple of people turned us down, and then luckily for us, VCTF through ICA came in, and here we are. So I would definitely recommend VCTF.
Over the years, the fund has supported businesses across sectors such as agriculture, manufacturing and healthcare, with the goal to assist promising Ghanaian businesses expand, create jobs and strengthen the economy.
And Ghana's drive towards stronger local manufacturing has received a major boost with the commissioning of a new pasta manufacturing plant by Olam Agri Ghana at Bomtema. The $40 million project, which was inaugurated by President John Mahama, has a capacity to produce over 40,000 tons of pasta each year.
Over the years, Olam Agri Ghana has played a key role in Ghana's food and agriculture sector, with operations spanning sourcing, processing, and supply of key food commodities. The commissioning of its new pasta manufacturing plant at Pong marks an important step in expanding local food processing and reducing Ghana's reliance on imported pasta products. Speaking at the ceremony, President John Mahama highlighted the essence of such investment.
It introduces modern processing capacity into Ghana's food industry. It creates jobs along the supply chain, from factory work to logistics and distribution, and decreases our dependence on imported pasta products. Most importantly, it guarantees that greater value stays within the Ghanaian economy.
Baibav Biswas is the country head for Olam Agri Ghana.
The market has grown from, say, 68,000 tons to 125,000 tons today, which means that Ghanaians will love our product also, because we feel our quality, although it's made in Ghana, is world-class, because our machine is world-class, our ingredients are world-class, our people here who are working here, they are world-class because we have built their skills and the capability.
The Minister for Trade, Agribusiness and Industry, Elizabeth Ofusue-Jari, also reiterated Ghana's commitment towards the economic reset agenda with industries like Olam Agri Ghana.
Today that we have this Olam factory that is going to produce 40% of our pasta needs. One, import substitution, which is good. It's going to create jobs for our youth. The next machine that they are going to import is going to come duty-free, because all companies that are going to operate under the 24-hour economy are going to import their machinery at no cost.
With the factory now operational, Olam Agri Ghana says it is committed to producing pasta that meet high-quality standards, yet affordable for consumers.
Now, Central University has launched its DBA program, which is the Doctor of Business Administration, after the institution received accreditation from the Ghana Tertiary Education Commission, GTEC. The launch marks a significant milestone in the university's commitment to advancing executive education and high-impact research.
The Vice-Chancellor of Central University, Professor Kwesi Date-Ban, said the new course targets individuals who already have industry experience and those who have pushed the boundaries of their careers.
These are well thought through areas, and the programs that we are going to be rolling out in these three specializations are going to arm our students with the knowledge that is required to be really useful, whether in the public sector or the private sector. So it is a program that indeed will impact individuals who sign up onto, and also offers an opportunity to contribute to the development of our dear country.
The Dean of the Central Business School, Professor Evan Sukru, added that the uniqueness of Central University's DBA program is what set apart from other institutions.
This one, no university has been given this specialization. Others have been doing general DBA program. So we come with this specialization to help business leaders and also equip them with the strategic skills that they need to be able to turn their businesses around and also ensure that we develop our economy and make sure that every organization performs very well.
Central University will offer 3 specialized DBA pathways tailored to industry demand and contemporary leadership needs. They are DBA in Strategic Leadership and Organizational Transformation, DBA in Financial and Corporate Governance, and DBA in Digital Business and Marketing Innovation. The Doctoral of Business Administration DBA, a 3-year doctoral program which will be delivered through a blended modular format.
You're watching News 360, the Independence Day edition. We are back with sports and more after this break. Don't go away.
Spray and coil.
Well, time now for some sports, and in commemoration of Ghana's 69th Independence Day celebration, and with less than 100 days to the 2026 World Cup, excitement is building ahead of the competition. 3 Sports' Billy Shen takes a look at Ghana's performances at the Mundial in the following reports.
Ghana's World Cup story can be summed up in one word: unfinished. In their early years on football's biggest stage, the Black Stars were pacesetters for African teams at the Mundial. Today, however, they are rebuilding, seeking to restore a reputation that once positioned them among the continent's elite. In 2006, the four-time African champions made their maiden appearance at the global showpiece, drawn into a daunting Group E alongside eventual champions Italy, a highly rated Czech Republic side, and the United States. Their opening match was a harsh introduction, a trademark long-range strike from Andrea Pirlo, and a composed finish from Vincenzo Iaquinta, capitalizing on a Samuel Osei-Kuffour error, handed Italy a 2-0 victory. But Ghana responded with courage, as Samuel Jan and Sule Muntari found the net in a famous 2-0 win over Czech Republic, announcing the Black Stars to the world.
That was a reawakening moment that we could go to the second round and even beyond.
the enjoyment in the team was, that was the first time in my life, pre-COVID, that I saw hotel gates closed. You know, they literally had to close the hotel because what was going on inside, they couldn't allow anybody to come in or out. You know, the dancing and drumming, and then we had lots of Ghanaian fans, Sikens, Dr. Kofi Amwa, and the rest, just dropping watts of money on the hotel counter for people to drink whatever they wanted. It was so good.
They followed that up with a 2-1 victory over the United States, finishing second in the group and setting up a round of 16 clash with Brazil. That was where the journey ended. The Seleção scored 3 unanswered goals to eliminate Ghana. Yet, even in defeat, one thing was clear. The Black Stars had arrived, and they had the potential to become a global force. That potential came even closer to fulfillment in 2010. At the World Cup on African soil, Ghana carried not just national hope, but continental expectation. A 1-0 win over Serbia and a 1-1 draw with Australia secured qualification from Group D, despite a narrow defeat to Germany. In the round of 16, Asamoah Gyan's extra time strike sealed a 2-1 victory over the United States, making Ghana the third African nation to reach a World Cup quarter-final. Celebrations erupted across Accra, Kumasi, and throughout the continent. Africa believed.
I haven't even read them because they keep on coming. They keep on coming. I think that I have to turn one of the phone off.
You haven't read any of them? Messages of support?
No, not at all. Look, they still calling. They still calling. Phones are calling. So that shows how joy people are in our country.
Then came the night that still lingers in Ghanaian football memory. With seconds remaining in extra time against Uruguay, Luis Suarez handled the ball on the goal line to deny certain victory. Jan stepped up for the decisive penalty but struck the crossbar. Uruguay will go on to win on penalties. It was heartbreak. Immortality denied. The 2014 campaign in Brazil was supposed to be the continuation of that golden era. Instead, it became a cautionary tale. Drawn alongside Germany, Portugal, and the United States, Ghana showed flashes of brilliance. A spirited 2-2 draw against eventual champions Germany, highlighted by Andre Ayew and Asamoah Gyan goals, reminded the world of their quality. But off-field turmoil overshadowed the football. Disputes over player bonuses led to unprecedented scenes, with government funds flown into Brazil to settle payments. Kevin Prince Boateng and Sule Muntari were sent home after disciplinary issues, and unity within the squad fractured. A 2-1 defeat to Portugal sealed a group stage exit. What had once been Africa's great hope was now mired in dysfunction.
That's all for sports. Time now for another break. Entertainment to be up next.
In my line of work, a confident smile is everything.
It's time to explore Ghana again. From 19th to 22nd March, join the Ghana Month Expedition. 3 regions, 4 days. Eastern, Ashanti, Central. We kick it off in Eastern region. Chocolate experiences, fresh farm fruits, Safari Valley lunch with zebras and exotic animals, Bonsu Eco Park for canopy walks and ziplining, and then party at the Rock City Hotel. Ashanti takes over. Bonre Kente Museum, Kumasi Museum, Komfornochi Source Site, Lake Bosomtri for hiking adventures and sleepover at Rich Condos. Central brings the history at Sing Manso, Cape Coast Castle, plus lunch by the coast. Then a Crown Resort vacation, quad biking, horse riding, water adventures. All this for 6,500 Ghana City single, 5,500 Ghana City shared rooms, and 10,500 Ghana Cedis couple. You're interested, right? Call now 0531 100927 or 0247 120 633. Ghana Month Expedition, 19th to 22nd March. Don't just watch Ghana, experience it. It's time to explore Ghana again. From 19th to 22nd March, join the Ghana Month Expedition. 3 regions, 4 days. Eastern, Ashanti, Central. We kick it off in Eastern region. Chocolate experiences, fresh farm fruits, Safari Valley lunch with zebras and exotic animals, Bonsu Eco Park for canopy walks and ziplining, and then party at the Rock City Hotel. Ashanti takes over. Bonre Kente Museum, Kumasi Museum, Komfornochi Source Site, Lake Bosomtri for hiking adventures and sleepover at Rich Condos. Central brings the history at Sing Manso, Cape Coast Castle, plus lunch by the coast. Then a Crown Resort vacation, quad biking, horse riding, water adventures. All this for 6,500 Ghana City single, 5,500 Ghana City shared rooms, and 10,500 Ghana Cedis couple. You're interested, right? Call now 0531 100927 or 0247 120 633. Ghana Month Expedition, 19th to 22nd March. Don't just watch Ghana, experience it.
Entertainment news segment is brought to you by GTP Lifestyle
And Napa Foods. Heaven Black Insecticide Spray and Coil.
powered by 3 Entertainment.
Well, good evening and welcome to the entertainment news segment here on News360. My name is Noella Donko. Now, as Ghana celebrates its 69th Independence Day, the Ghana jersey craze is taking over the country in full force. Now, from the bustling streets to social media timelines, Ghanaians of all ages are proudly rocking the national colors in style. Here are 5 celebrities proudly turning heads in national colors. The patriotic wave hasn't missed the stars. Several celebrities have jumped on the trend, stepping out in stunning Ghana jerseys and fashionable outfits inspired by the iconic red, gold and green of the national flag. From bold looks to stylish statements, these stars are serving serious Independence Day vibes while showing love for the motherland. Among the stars embracing this patriotic wave is celebrated Ghanaian actress Jocelyn Dumas, who turned heads in a stunning yellow Ghana jersey. The well-loved actress wore the vibrant jersey with confidence, reflecting the red, gold and green of the Ghana flag as the country celebrates its rich heritage and independence. Her outfit served not only as a fashion statement, but also as a symbol of unity and patriotism during the celebrations. Music duo Dope Nation also joined the celebrations with a patriotic post on their Facebook page. Rocking the yellow Ghana jersey, the duo shared a cheerful message with fans, captioning their post, "Happy Kakalika Independence Day to you, Ghana." Award-winning rapper Eno Baroni, winner of the 2021 Telecel Ghana Music Awards Best Rap Performance, also dazzled in a yellow Ghana jersey with iconic black star prominently displayed. She shared the photo on her official Facebook page with the caption, "Happy Independence Day to you all." Influencer and social media personality Haja Bintu was among several celebrities who took to their social media platforms to share photos of themselves proudly dressed in the national colors. The Ghana jersey trend has become one of the most visible expressions of patriotism during the Ghana Month and Independence Day celebrations. From celebrities to ordinary citizens, many Ghanaians are proudly wearing the national colors as a way of celebrating the country's 69 years of independence and expressing love for the nation.
Land of freedom, toils of the brave, and the sweat of...
And that's it for the Entertainment News segment here on News 360. My name is Noella Donko.
And my name is Martin Esiedu Date. I'm into Tumanika Kane Panghadi. Yeah, yes. You didn't expect that. Yeah.
Well, thank you all for joining us today as part of the Independence Day celebration. We also celebrated Nana Knedu Ajiman. So since morning, you've seen the ladies dressed like her iconic headgear, her long sleeves, and then all of that it comes with. Many thanks for joining us. Happy Independence Day to all Ghanaians. Martin.
Bye-bye.